All right, so get this. You guys sent us some footage
Uh-huh.
of Mr. Beast Games is.
Yeah.
And wow, it's wild. 2,000 people going head-to-head for $5 million.
Great.
I know, right? But the thing is, these challenges,
Yeah.
they're not just like physical tests.
Right.
It's like some giant social experiment.
It is, yeah. It's fascinating how Mr. Beast has set these trials up to be like real-world dilemmas.
Hmm.
Like he's isolated all these different parts of like human nature.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's jump into the first challenge.
Okay.
The boulder lift.
Uh,
400 people all trying to move this 10,000-pound boulder.
Huge.
I know. It's got to be about teamwork, right?
For sure.
But I was surprised how fast some teams just fell apart.
It's classic, how pressure just messes up even the simplest cooperation.
Yeah.
You can almost see them thinking like, if I just push harder, maybe I can get ahead.
Right.
But then everyone thinks that the whole thing crumbles.
Totally.
Yeah.
And don't forget, this is only the first part. Mr. Beast eliminates the entire red team.
Wow.
Gone. Just like that. But then he gives every single person $2,000.
Why?
Even the ones who are out. What's that about?
I think it's smart. Really smart. It softens the blow of getting eliminated, sure,
Yeah.
but it also makes Mr. Beast look like the good guy.
Right.
Keeps everyone invested, even if they can't win the big prize.
Yeah, it's like he's saying, hey, even if you don't win, you're still part of this crazy thing.
Exactly.
But $800,000 just for the first round, that's next level.
It definitely sets the stage, and the stakes just keep getting higher.
Okay, so the next challenge, memorization in briefcases.
Oh, yeah.
This is where it gets really good. Try to picture this. Memorizing a map with all these safe and eliminated briefcases.
Hard enough already?
I know. And then you have hundreds of people running all around you.
Chaos.
Good Cass.
This one shows how important it is to think fast and adapt. If you could ignore everything else and make quick decisions, you had a real edge. Oh, absolutely. And then just when they think they've got it down, Mr. Beast uses the same map for a later group.
Oh, wow.
So now it's not just about being faster than everyone else. It's about knowing that the answers are already out there.
That changes things.
It does. It's all about social dynamics then. Do you trust what you saw from the round before?
Yeah.
Or do you stick with your own memory?
It's like a mini version of how we deal with information in real life.
That's so true. All right, so we've seen teamwork and quick thinking put to the test.
Yep.
But now we have Capture the Flag, and this is all about knowing when to take a risk.
Ooh, I like this one.
1,400 people going after 1,100 flags released in waves.
Wow.
Talk about pressure.
It really makes you weigh the reward against your chances.
Yeah.
Do you go for the early flags, less competition,
Right.
but maybe a smaller reward? Or do you wait for more flags and risk getting nothing?
And it's not just about you figuring out what to do.
Yeah.
There's this whole group element too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. The more people who wait for the big waves, the less likely anyone wins.
Right.
Classic tragedy of the commons, everyone acting selfish, and potentially everyone loses.
It's like when everyone reaches for the last cookie in the jar, right?
Yeah.
We all grab it once and end up with crumbs.
And in this challenge, crumbs mean you're out.
Exactly. But then get this.
What?
Remember Carl, Mr. Beast's friend?
Uh-huh.
He accidentally shouts, yo, before a round starts.
No way.
And a bunch of contestants just take off running, thinking they missed their chance.
Oh, man.
Can you believe it?
That's too funny. It just shows how the smallest thing can ruin a plan.
It does.
Especially when everything is so intense, it all comes down to clear communication.
Absolutely. And it makes you wonder how much Mr. Beast is really controlling everything.
Yeah.
Is he planning every little detail or just letting the chaos happen?
That's what makes the Beast game so interesting.
Yeah.
You're always guessing what he's really thinking.
Yeah.
Just like the contestants.
So we've had teamwork fall apart, quick thinking win, and risk-taking backfire.
For sure.
What's next on this crazy ride?
The trust test. This is where Mr. Beast gets deep into how people act.
Okay.
He splits everyone into groups of 100 each standing on these platforms.
Yeah, I saw that.
If one person steps off, the whole group is out.
Wow, talk about putting your fate in the hands of strangers.
It's a brilliant way to see how trust works and how powerful temptation is.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're with 99 other people, each with their own reasons for being there.
Right.
How do you know who to trust?
Exactly.
How much are you willing to bet on them not giving in?
And then Mr. Beast starts offering money, right?
He does. First 5,000, then 50,000.
Like he's trying to break them down $1 at a time.
Yeah. It's fascinating to watch. Do you stick to your morals when things get tough?
Hmm.
What's the price of your loyalty? When does looking out for yourself become more important than the group?
And do you remember that contestant who jumped off before the 50,000 was even official?
Oh, yeah.
Took her whole group down with her.
It was heartbreaking. You could see the regret on her face when she realized what she did.
A gamble with huge consequences that went very wrong.
It makes you wonder what she was thinking.
It does.
Mm.
And how you would react in that same spot.
That's the thing about these challenges. They force us to face some hard truths
Totally.
about ourselves and the choices we make under pressure.
Okay, so we've seen teamwork crumble, quick thinking, win, risk-taking backfire, and trust shattered.
Ew.
Mr. Beast is really putting everyone through it.
He is. But it's not over yet. The Beast Games are just getting started.
Right, and if these trials are anything to go by, the stakes are only going to get higher.
Definitely.
So stay tuned, because next time we're diving into the main event.
Right.
What kind of crazy challenges are waiting for them?
Yeah, what kind?
What teams will come together?
And who's going to walk away with $5 million and wait for it? A private island. That's insane.
I know.
The Beast Games are a spectacle, but they're also like a mirror to our own lives.
How so?
We all face choices, big and small, that test what we believe in
Yeah, that's true.
and show who we really are.
So as we take a break, ask yourself this. What would you do if you were in their shoes?
Good question. And we're back, diving even deeper into these Beast Games. You know the footage you sent?
Yeah.
It gives us this peek into the main event,
Uh-huh.
and Mr. Beast has really gone all out.
He has, hasn't he? Okay, so we've seen the trials test these contestants in every way possible.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's the real deal.
Right.
The Beast Games themselves. And it looks like he's built a whole world for this thing.
It's incredible, the scale of it all, the resources he must have.
It's crazy he even talked about building a whole city just for this.
Wow.
And one of the prizes is a private island. A whole island.
That's insane. Who gives away an island?
It shows you the power he has built online.
For sure.
He's tapped into something huge, and he's using it to create these experiences
Right.
that are like bigger than life.
Like you're stepping into a video game?
Totally. Except the stakes are way higher.
Oh, definitely. And speaking of stakes,
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how the alliances play out in the main event.
Oh, me too. We saw bits of teamwork and betrayal in the trials.
Uh-huh.
But now in the Beast Games, those relationships are going to be formed under even more pressure.
Absolutely. It'll be
Uh-huh.
fascinating to watch how trust is built and broken.
Especially with millions of dollars on the line.
Exactly. And with so many people still left.
Yeah.
I bet we'll see some alliances we never expected.
Totally. Like underdogs teaming up.
Or rivals working together.
Who knows how it'll all go down.
That's part of the fun. We're always trying to guess what will happen next.
Right. Like what's the next twist, the next challenge, the next big move?
It's like a giant chess game, but with human psychology as the main force.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder how the emotions from the trials
Yeah.
will affect how everyone does in the Beast Games.
Oh, that's interesting.
Some of those eliminations were rough,
Yeah.
especially that last one in the trust test.
We can't forget about that. Those experiences stay with you.
They do.
The people who were betrayed or who messed up, they're carrying that into the main event.
Right.
It could make them more determined, or it could make them hesitate and doubt themselves.
It's a good reminder that these are real people with real feelings.
Definitely. They're not just characters in a game.
They're putting everything they have into this competition.
Exactly. And that's what makes the Beast Games more than just entertainment.
How so?
It's a window into the human spirit, how strong it is, but also how fragile.
I see.
We see ourselves in these contestants,
Yeah.
in their wins and their losses.
And even though only one person can win in the end,
Right.
there's something inspiring about seeing them all push their limits.
It shows the power of wanting something and the excitement of the unknown.
Yeah, these contestants are leaving their normal lives behind
For sure.
and going after something extraordinary.
Speaking of extraordinary,
Yeah.
what do you think about the actual challenges in the Beast Games?
Oh man, the footage was hard to make out,
It-
but it looked like some crazy obstacles.
It seems like Mr. Beast has mixed physical challenges with puzzles and some luck, too.
Interesting.
So it'll test their strength, their smarts, and how well they can adapt.
And let's not forget the mental side of things.
Oh, absolutely.
Mr. Beast knows how to play with people's emotions.
He does. He creates these moments of excitement and fear.
Yeah,
He brings people together and then makes them doubt each other.
it's a game of strategy on every level.
Exactly. So going into these Beast Games, we have more questions than answers.
We do.
Who will take the lead?
What alliances will stay strong?
And what surprises are waiting for them as they fight for that amazing prize?
It's a story that's happening right now, and it's keeping us all on the edge of our seats.
We're not just watching, we're feeling it, too.
And that's what makes the Beast Games so special.
It is. It's a competition, it's entertainment, but it's also about what it means to be human.
We see ourselves in their drive, their struggles, their victories.
As we keep watching, we're reminded of the amazing potential we all have.
Okay, so we've broken down the trials. We've gotten a sneak peek at the Beast Games arena. And now I'm ready for the big finish. What really gets me is how Mr. Beast has made this whole thing so entertaining, but also makes you think.
It is. It's like entertainment and social commentary all mixed together.
Right. On the surface, it's all about the competition, the crazy prizes, the wild challenges.
Right.
But underneath, it's looking at human nature, how we deal with pressure, how we connect with each other, and how we make choices when everything's at stake.
It's like he's holding up this mirror to us all.
Totally. Showing us the good and the bad, what we can do.
The ambition, the scheming.
But also the good stuff.
Right.
The kindness, the unexpected alliances.
Exactly. And that's what keeps us hooked.
It does. You know, watching these people go through all this, it makes me wonder, how would I handle being there? Could I stay calm under pressure? Would I put the group first? Or would I go for what's best for me?
Those are questions we all face.
We do.
Even when we're not in some crazy competition.
All right, the Beast Games just makes them bigger, more dramatic.
But it's the same stuff we deal with in our own lives.
That's true. What about the people watching all this? Millions of them.
Yeah.
Seeing these contestants push their limits, feeling all those highs and lows, what does that tell us?
I think it shows how much we're fascinated by what people can do. We love stories about being strong, overcoming challenges, achieving impossible things.
Yeah, we do.
The Beast Games taps into that, wanting to see what we're made of.
I get that.
Yeah.
And it sparks ideas too, right? After watching all this, I'm already thinking
Me too.
about my own crazy challenge ideas. Like Mr. Beast has unlocked some new level of creativity.
He has. For him and for everyone watching.
It's all about the power of ideas. One person's vision can inspire so many others.
Absolutely. Mr. Beast has built a world where anything feels possible.
It has.
Where reality is pushed further with every challenge.
But in the end, it all comes back to the people.
Yeah.
It's their stories, their hopes, their fears, their wins and losses that stick with us.
And that's what makes this deep dive so interesting.
It is.
It's not just about figuring out the competition or Mr. Beast's mind.
Right.
It's about understanding what it means to be human, all the complicated parts of it.
And that never-ending hope and drive.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the Beast Games,
we're
left with one big question. What would your Beast Games challenge be?
Ooh, good one.
Yep.
What would you create to push people to their limits?
And show the strength of the human spirit.
That's something for you, our listener, to think about.
Because we all have that potential for greatness, for resilience, for compassion.
Maybe the Beast Games is just reminding us of that potential.
Waiting for us to unleash it.
Thanks for joining us on this wild ride.
It's been fun.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep pushing your own boundaries.